Welcome to this week's Horror Debate. My name is Jeff Rowdy J. Keir, and this is Mike Mandy.
Hi there. This week we're going to be talking about Tobe Hooper doing the Funhouse. This was the film he made right after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so he actually had a little bit of a budget to work with. Not much of a budget, a little budget, but anything more than Texas Chainsaw.
Well, you know, it just doesn't show, man, in in this movie. You know, I remember you brought this over. You said, man, you got to watch this movie. It's another Tobe Hooper movie. And I said, hey, man, Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Sure, I'll check it out. Oh, man, I don't know. I just could not dig this movie as much as I wanted to. I got to say, to me, it's a bust. You know, you were saying how great, you were talking about, it was a pretty good movie, pretty good horror flick. I'd say maybe for its time that was true. Watching it today, man, it was no good.
Well, the plot of it, the late 1970s, it's about basically a bunch of teenagers who decide to go visit the traveling carnival, and they leave the Funhouse ride, and they accidentally get locked inside, and then they witness something they're not supposed to see, and then the psycho killer is after them, and how can they escape the Funhouse?
Right. Well, in my opinion, they should have escaped about a half hour sooner than they actually did.
Well, I really dug the film. It was mostly suspense and atmosphere because it all takes place pretty much in a darkened Funhouse, and once in a while the lights pop on something and everything. And it's a very claustrophobic kind of film. It's a very eerie film, and everyone's afraid of the clowns and the whole dark side of the carnival. And these are carnies people, and they're kind of weird to begin with, and nomads, gypsies.
Well, I'll give you the premise. The premise is fantastic, and I think if somebody were to actually take that premise and do something good with it, it would be a decent movie.
So you're saying someone should remake this movie in the 21st century?
I think that the premise is good. I think you could certainly do something with it, probably something way more than you could do back at the time that Tobe did it. And I think that was, my preference is generally the older movies are just, some of them are not quite as effective as what they could do today. And it's not just because of the digital stuff, because that's not what it's about. But I thought the acting was rather shallow. I thought the characters were rather shallow. But again, at the time, this was probably a decent horror movie.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything else around to judge it. It was around the same time as the original Halloween. The original Friday the 13th.
Well, God, don't even compare it to Halloween. Not even close.
Oh,
man.
no, I will agree with you there.
I sat watching it. It's about a 90-minute movie or so, and I probably fell asleep maybe 4 times.
No, you didn't.
No.
No, you didn't.
It's not a movie that I would recommend to somebody, to be honest with you.
It's a little on the slower pace, but to me, that was the suspense and the atmosphere. This movie is a lot about creepy atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It's not as much running and jumping and slashing and gore. And, there's barely any gore, if at all.
That's right.
Probably because it wasn't in the budget, but... the teenagers get killed. Of course, it's a dead teenager film.
Sure.
But, I liked it. I thought it was creepy and atmosphere. But then again, I like the older films that's more atmosphere.
And I like the older films that actually keep me going and keep me awake. And this movie, for whatever reason, was a snooze fest for me. It couldn't get into it. Couldn't relate to any of the characters. Might as well throw character development out the window. It just didn't exist.
Oh, there was character development in Friday the 13th?
Yeah, but Jason's a strong character. We didn't have that strong character in this movie, Yeah. And I do remember early on in the movie, I remember, the girl in the mirror taking her clothes off in front of her.
Oh, in the shower. She's taking a shower.
Oh, that's right. So, and I remember that going, oh, yeah, he's trying to draw you in real early with the boob shot, But anyway.
Yeah, he did. He got a lot of people to pay attention right from the opening frame. And actually, it kind of was an homage to Psycho.
Yeah, a little bit.
To let you know, because that was back when Tobe Hooper was a young filmmaker. This is right after Texas Chainsaw.
Well, my opinion is if you have nothing else to watch, if you're down to your last DVD, pop it in, take a look.
Or you're watching Monsters HD or Cinemax late at night.
That's right. Or Skinemax, yeah. But
it's a good late night film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Late night film.
Yeah, okay, I could give you that. I don't think it's worth buying or anything like that. Take a look at it. You'll probably toss it and forget it.
Okay. Well, so we agree to disagree.
Hey, that's cool.
All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff, and we'll talk to you next time on the Horror Debate.